last night. A vision. I saw a world full of people. Everybody was dancing and screaming loud. They were just there to listen to the music. It was deep. It was underground.
The music guys, you guys.
You guys ready for a state of trance? Put your hands in the air, come on!
Your weekly update on the latest in trance and progressive. Live from the studio in Amsterdam, this is a State of Trance with Armin van Buuren.
I have a question for you. Don't you miss all those beautiful beaches everywhere around the world? Do you miss the sound of Ibiza like I do? My mission was to capture the sound and the musical feelings of the magical island, mold them into this year's edition of A State of Trance Ibiza 2020. The album will drop on the 28th of August, and today I'm going to play you the first tracks from it. This is my favorite one, Asaf and Cassandra Gray, Lost at Sea.
Armin van Buuren's favorite record of this week's show. This is the tune of the week. track this week. This is the State of Trance Progressive Pick.
Can find feel the love, feel the power taking over me now. I'm on the rise, I'm on the edge, I'm not afraid to step into this world. I see the light, I feel love, I see the joy. I saw them all come to life in my mind. It's what made you grow up, hurt your bones, make up stories about your faded dreams. It's all you had, it's all you gave, it's all you need. Nothing counts the most. You see the light, you feel love, you see the joy. You saw them all come to life, aligned. Can find feel the love, feel the power taking over me now. I'm on the rise, I'm on the edge, I'm not afraid to step into this world. I see the light, I feel love, I see the joy. I saw them all come to life in my mind.
If you've just joined us, a warm welcome to a new episode of A State of Trance, the hashtag ASOT976. I just announced I'm dropping A State of Trance 2020 Ibiza. Trying to mold the sounds of this year to an imaginary place because, can't really party there right now, but we can still celebrate this music, right? But this track is also featured on the compilation, Alex Sonata and the Rio.
Filling up with loss, cold faces burning the reckoning. Touch faith, then love was fate. Shadow close and I'm awakening.
frozen subway corner late December. Oh, I swear to God, your face, it stopped the rain. Yeah, your voice is like a song my soul remembers. Sing it again, love, sing it again. You had that vinyl record player from your father. We were dancing to the New York City trains, and they told us love was hard, but I know I loved you harder. Play it again, love, play it again. This is our song. You can take the music with you. It plays long after we're gone. So if you're ever lonely, put that radio on, 'cause this is our song. This is our song.
Hey guys, this is Super 8.
And this is Tab, and this is our new single on A State of Trance.
and Tab teamed up with Roxanne Emery for Calm the Storm. And the guys of Cosmic Gate had the guts to remix the classic by Joe Smooth. This is Promised Land.
Hi, this is Cosmic Gate and you're tuned to a state of trance.
Hey, this is Nate from Protoculture, and you're listening to my brand new track on A State of Trance.
All the way from South Africa, beautiful new tune by Protoculture called Shine. And before that, a couple of big tracks taken from my upcoming 2-CD compilation, A State of Trance 2020 Ibiza, which will be out on August 28th. I just played you loads of tracks from that one. Make sure to check the full track listing on the State of Trance website or my social media. We're on our way to episode 1000. This is episode 976. And with the 1000 episodes, of course, there were many, many highlights. And every week we pick one of the highlights of this radio show, some of the things that happened. And remember when we started broadcasting from this radio studio in Amsterdam, it was around episode 800. And it was a monumental moment for this radio show. And when we opened the studio officially, this is what happened.
Road to 1000.
It's a milestone in the history of this radio show. Episode 800. And I can say this is the biggest milestone in my career. From now on, you will not only be able to hear us, but also see us every single week from the brand new State of Trance radio studio in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Wait. So there's a reason why I asked you to start this tune. Since we have a person here that loves a certain thing so much. But you do know I have to do a radio show, right? Oh my god. Look, the whole shebang is here.
If you're not watching online right now, you're missing this. Darth Vader is just walked into the studio here.
Okay. For this special moment, I want you just to come over here just for a second, because we're gonna... We're putting on a ribbon right now. Okay. Armin with some stormtroopers. This is the moment.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Dude, he even has the breathing thing. All right, here we go. You ready? For those who are just listening online right now, that was one of the highlights of this radio show when we started broadcasting, including video every week, episode 800, and Darth Vader walked into the radio studio.
And you didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming. Yeah, it was a big surprise. Secretly, I'm a big nerd and I love Star Wars, so it was really, really great. Next week again, we'll play you one of the highlights of one of the things that happened in 1,000 episodes. 1,000 episodes?
Crazy, right?
Can't believe it. So many great moments. Of course, this radio show is all about the music, so I'm asking you to help us select the ultimate State of Trance track. So, you know, every year we do the Tune of the Year voting. This is even bigger than that. The biggest trance track in 20 years of State of Trance. And I need your help with this. Head over now to astateoftrance.com, vote.astateoftrance.com, and pick your 10 favorite records. And of course, we'll broadcast that list around episode 1000. And I'm going to do a special version of the year mix with that. Oops, am I supposed to say that? Well, I don't care. You know, it's just something, it's a moment. It's a moment for us all. And I know the world's strange right now because we had a big plan to celebrate it, but pretty soon we'll announce something COVID-proof. We're going to celebrate either way. I don't care how, but we're going to celebrate episode 1000. On with the music. There's another big compilation coming up. It's called In Search of Sunrise, and Giuseppe has something to say about it.
Hey guys, Giuseppe Taviani here. This year I had the honor of mixing one of the 3 discs of the brand new In Search of Sunrise compilation alongside Marco Schulz and Roger Shah. The compilation is out on August 7th, and now here on A State of Trance, a tune taken from the album. Hope you like it.
It's his new track with Sue McLaren, Not One Goodbye.
Got lost along the way. Oh, you don't need me anymore. You had your fun. Close that door. I'll wait for your return, but I'll be forever sure. You've been and gone. danger. Under blinding light, we learn to love. In so many ways, you were my savior, but the past is best left behind. No matter how hard I try, no matter how hard I try.
State of Trance. turned into a dance floor. Dance floor. Dance floor. Dance floor. Worldwide. Worldwide. Non-stop. This is your weekly journey into trance with Armin van Buuren.
Such a tune, Emma Hewitt's classic with Ronski Speed in a brand new remix by Exolite and Suncatcher. Track me for that, what a beautiful one as well. Andy Moore and Somna with Monica Santucci, Free Fall. You have to look for the Millennial on Full Force remix. Hope you're enjoying this episode of A State of Trance. Let me know, the hashtag ASOT976.
This music can take you to another world. We want to hear why a track means so much to you. Here is this week's Service for Dreamers.
And this week's request comes all the way from Texas.
Hey Armin, Ruben Duran, State of Trance, Mark calling from El Paso, Texas. My Service for Dreamers request is going to be Ashley Wallbridge and Gareth Emery, Mansion. Back in 2011, Armin played at the Sun City Music Festival, the very first annual one. And Armin actually started off the festival with that song. The second he started playing, it started drizzling a little bit, and it was just a beautiful scene. So that is my request from El Paso, Texas. Ashley Wallbridge, Gareth Emery, Mansion. Bye guys, stay safe.
The Service for Dreamers this week. Classic by Gareth Emery and Ashley Wallbridge called Mansion. Requested by Mark for Texas, bringing back to the Sun City Music Festival in 2011. Track that actually ended up at number 19 in the State of Trance Top 20 of 2011. You can request your memorable track as well. Send a link to a video to armin@astateoftrance.com. And don't worry, we won't spam you if you send an email. It goes straight to the desk here in Amsterdam. Don't forget that the voting is open for the DJ Magazine Top 100. Vote for your 5 favorite artists and DJs that have impressed you the most this year, even though there weren't that many festivals. Top 100 DJs vote.djmag.com. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm super happy to announce my good friend Avira. He will do a guest mix in this week's episode of A State of Trance. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more A State of Trance. Welcome back to the world of trance and progressive. Here's your host, Armin van Buuren.
Coming off GXD remix by Photographer, one of Marlo's biggest classics in a new rework, and within 5 minutes, my new single Wanderlust Plus in the studio, the one and only Avira. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
What are you going to play for us?
I've got a whole bunch of quarantine IDs ready
Okay.
to play maybe for the first time. So,
And maybe your new one with Armin?
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We're gonna kick off with a big team up. This is Robbie Seed, Jimmy Choo, and Digital Vision. No More Tears.
distance, got no place to stay. Never felt so good here. Craving for something new. Whenever I'm shaking, I'm tripping away. Never felt so good here. Wanderlust, 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 wanderlust.
One of the men that's releasing a lot of big tunes at the moment, Jimmy Choo. You just heard his new single on Alter Ego Wayfarer. Before that, Photographer's remix of the British duo GXD featuring LV Voices. I also played you Christopher Corrigan Auspicious on Who's Afraid of 138. I'm glad that you found us once again for this episode of A State of Trance. This week's hashtag is ASOT976. Make sure to chat along on the social medias to the music that we play you. And it is time for our guest mixer.
This is A State of Trance.
Johan Asaf entered the music scene in 2014 with the massive Faded Honor His Guys Asaf. After releasing under that alias for a few years, he thought to turn around things, starting a new melodic progressive techno alias. And struck jackpot, remixing Push, Strange World, and recently released The Worship with Diana Miro and DNA, of course, and 3 tracks with Armin van Buuren. He flew all the way in from Toronto to play as an exclusive guest mix. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Avira.
Skies are fading away, and I'm just a dreamer at the end of today. When everything lights up, illusions are real. If anything stands out, I make sure it heals. Miracle lifting me up off the ground. Miracles sprouting too. When everything's here, everything's right, everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's new. here, everything's right, everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's
isolated from the rest of the islands. One day the head of the reservation ordered them to wear trousers and shirts. We in shame had to cover their pale bodies from the sun and the wind. Later the Igorots were ordered to remove this clothing. The spectators who paid to get in wanted to see them as they always were, wild and untouched by the reaches of civilization. To gaze at the simple ways of the little brown people, testing his strength, speed and skills against other people from other lands.
listening to an exclusive guest mix on A State of Trance.
All the way from Canada, this is Avira.
your soul, will find the will to gain control.
once we have a little audience here in the studio, so let me hear you for Avira. Hey! Lovely vibes, man. Thank you so much for that. What did you play for us?
I played you a lot of the music that I've been making recently in quarantine.
Yeah.
Can't really say too much. So
IDs.
Yeah, ID.
So we've been discussing this for a few times already the last couple of weeks, but I think you can agree with me that discussing genres with you is just nonsense. You just make your own genre, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like, especially in 2020, things are so broad and there's so many possibilities that you can't say that anyone is making any one thing anymore. It's all up for grabs. Make good music and we'll see what happens.
One thing that I really need to address though, like we know you before from the Asaf tunes, obviously.
Yeah.
Why did you start Avira?
I just always felt like I wanted to bring that dance music kind of magic to a much wider audience. And I felt like, it's not to say that trance doesn't have a big audience. Of course it does. I just felt like with more and more people that I met around the world, there was just a need for something that was like missing in between trance, between the
connecting
melodic
genres
house or
together.
whatever. Yeah, just something in the middle that could sort of bring everybody together. Because like trance for me is, one of my first loves when I was growing up. So it's really cool to bring like those little touches of trancey things into this new sound that everybody can enjoy.
And now you made 3 tracks with Armin as well.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well,
did you reach out to him like, hey, do you want to make some tunes with me, or was it the other way around?
Actually, I just heard that he had really liked all of the Avira stuff that I was putting out. And I asked around to see if we can, try to get something going. And it's like, thankfully he was really excited about it. And 3 tracks were born.
Nice. Well, we can't wait to hear more from you. You're going to do a little showcase mix as well. We're going to put that on social medias next week, I hope so. And now back to some uplifting stuff. This one was released in 1998, Triple Concept Tone Twisters. This is the new remix that Talla 2XLC did.
Hey guys, this is Snyder and you're tuned in to State of Trance.
Big shout out to my Australian friend Marlo. You just heard Boom in the new Matrix remix. Before that, Muhammad Sharif Jan in the iMoon remix. And also BT and MNU with No Warning Lights, the Sean Tyas remix. And that was already the last tune of this week's episode. Another big thanks to Mr. Avir for a guest mix. You're going to be here in Amsterdam for how long?
I think I'm in Amsterdam just for today. And then I'm heading back to Belgium.
What are you going to do in Belgium? Gonna make some more music?
Yeah, no, my wife's family lives in Belgium, so I'm going to go see them for a little bit. Yeah.
Nice. So before we're gonna let you go, we need to go through the emails. I need your help for that as well. So the first shout is going to be for Anush Harib Gatti, that's a hard name, sorry. In Melbourne, Australia, shouts out to his wife Priyanka. And he would like to thank the whole State of Trance crew for keeping the show going through lockdown.
And Jason Lip in Chicago shouts out to his buddy Mike, telling him he is honored to be his best man and he has some surprises for the bachelor party.
So I think he should be afraid if he writes something like that. Happy 7th anniversary to Ollie and Papu.
And also a happy 7th birthday to Blood and Cross from your mom, dad, and Tiffany in Australia.
And Jessica Morgan in Mississippi wished her husband Nick a happy birthday.
And Michael Hopkins in Perth, Australia sends out happy birthday shouts to his Wolfpack members, Taniqua, Cole, and Taylor.
That sounds good, the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
I want to be a part of the Wolfpack. See what happens.
Let's make a Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Of course, there's going to be more State of Trance on youtube.com/Armin van Buuren and on your favorite streaming portal. Thank you once again, Avir, for his guest mix.
Thank you so much for having me.
And next week, we're going to be back with Ferry Corsten. See ya.
Thanks for tuning in this week. If you want to listen to this episode again, surf to ArminRadio.com. Please leave your vote for your favorite track of the past 2 hours on AStateOfTrance.com. A State of Trance will return next week.